The decision to effect the remission of sentences is taken by the President in terms of Section 84(2)(j) of the Constitution. And this decision is aimed to alleviate the overcrowding space in the Department of Correctional Services across the country. And as I've said earlier on, the overcrowding level of the department prior to us losing 3,024 beds at Kuntamas and Tumula, it was 43.6%. It's now at almost 47%. And this process started in April, when we realized through our auditing processes, which I hope Dr. Msomi will explain later, how it works. That is where we realized that we need to look at a special project to deal with the remissions process. But it was indeed accelerated, or there was now an emergency after the Kutamas and Tumule burning of the facility, because we immediately lost 3,024 beds, which meant that we need to transform inmates across the country. And the overcrowding in each and every part of those facilities is huge and does need to be managed, which is a challenge we started to see around April. But that situation at Kutamas and Tumule indeed accelerated it. And we also, as you are aware, dealing with this challenge that the National Commissioner was speaking to, and I think maybe it's not very clear, is that firstly, the National Commissioner is saying he has taken a decision in terms of the Supreme Court of Appeal judgment that the former president must come back to the facility, which is in compliance with the order, because the order was saying that the decision was unlawful, therefore it needs to be complied with. That is the first decision that the National Commissioner has taken, that he must be brought back into the facility, which he has explained. He must be processed in terms of our laws, which he has explained. So in terms of the Supreme Court of Appeal, the National Commissioner's decision was that the former president must come back into the facility to comply with the decision of the Supreme Court of Appeal. But we have, on a parallel program, have a challenge of overcrowding in the facilities, which we have to attend to as a matter of urgency, because of what I have said has been accelerated by the loss of bed space. As we speak now, it's an active situation at the Kutamas in Tumuli. So that is what we are dealing with at this current juncture. Whether the decision will withstand legal scrutiny, yes, we believe it will, because the president has exercised and taken his decision in terms of the Constitution, in terms of the powers vested in him, that the president can remit a sentence of any offender at any time, which he has done in line with the Constitution. And the president's decision is to remit sentence offenders across the country. It is not a specific decision about former President Zuma. It's about all the offenders across the country. Crispin, the number is 9,351. Is that correct, Doctor?
9,488 are inside our facilities, and also 15,000 those who are registered in the community corrections.
9,000. Why it has disappeared? Oh, yeah, I have it now. 9,488. These are inmates who are inside the prison facilities, who are going to be released into correctional supervision. And that is why when you ask, when I said that obviously former President Zuma will also benefit from the decision to be released to that correctional supervision. And also 15,000 inmates who are already under correctional supervision. These are outside inmates serving parole and many other types of community service and correctional service. These are also going to benefit from this decision of the special remission by the president. So we believe that the first issue that the president is obviously concerned about is the respect of the rule of law. And the president believes that the rule of law has been served in this matter, and that the inmates were inside or they were under correctional supervision as inmates of correctional services and serving a sentence. When you want to speak about the case of former President Zuma, he has also served a particular term. He has also this morning been duly processed in terms of the decision of the National Commissioner to comply with the Supreme Court of Appeal judgment to ensure that the law is respected, because the president holds the law in high regard. He has got a responsibility in terms of the Constitution to protect the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa.